back to BLACKSITE tonight. I want to give a history lesson on Tecumseh's curse on American presidents. And today you will learn something that no one has ever taught you. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that notification button, hit that like button, and also comment on this video. Back in the early 1800s, between 1806 and 1810, Tecumseh and the Shawnee and many Native Americans were at war against the settlers and the United States government. As they were losing war and losing land because of terrible treaties, Tecumseh, one of the generals of the Native Americans, you could say generals, but chiefs of the Native Americans, put a curse on presidents of the United States. And one of the people who were leading the military at that time was President Benjamin Harrison. If you know that Harrison was inaugurated in 1840. Now, Harrison is inaugurated. He didn't have a coat on during his inauguration. He catches the flu or pneumonia and he dies 100 days into his presidency. But after that, every 20 years, a president who was put into office, who was elected into office, died as president of the United States. You had President Harrison in 1840. You had President Lincoln, who was assassinated in 1860. You had President Garfield, who was assassinated in 1880. You had President William McKinley here in my city of Buffalo, who was assassinated in 1900. You had President Warren G. Harding, who died of a heart attack in 1920. You had Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who died in 1940. You had President Kennedy, who was assassinated in 1960. But many people said that it ended in 1960. But I don't believe it. I believe that some parts stayed alive, because you know, early into President Reagan's 1980, when he won the election against Jimmy Carter, he was also almost assassinated as president of the United States. He was shot. But I believe the curse is still alive. I believe that the incumbent party in the 0 year will always lose. So Reagan beats Carter in 1980. In 81, his assassination attempt. And if you go to the year 2000 with the Al Gore, President George W. Bush race, which was basically ended by the Supreme Court, Al Gore loses that race. A race he probably would have won if they counted the votes. But now we get to 2020. President Trump is the incoming president. He goes early into this year, in which many people think he's going to be reelected easily. All the odds, all the gamblers, everybody sees him winning in a landslide. All of a sudden, what pops up? COVID. What pops up? George Floyd. The uprisings. Everything pops up all of a sudden, and he's the incoming president in a 0 year, because this is all happening in 0 years. And this is a premonition to come in approximately 27 days, that President Trump is going to lose this election because he's a 0 year president. Most presidents in the United States, if you know, usually get 2 terms. You know, the last president that didn't get 2 terms was President H.W. Bush. But most of them go on and get their second term, but President Trump won't do it, because that 0 year curse still stands for incumbent presidents of a party. And he right now is a Republican. That means the party that's out of power in the year 0 year will become president. And if you notice, all this stuff has happened it seemed like came out of nowhere for Joe Biden. We all know that Joe Biden is not a good campaigner. We know that Joe Biden is lucky to be president if it wasn't because of what happened in South Carolina. We know that everything that has happened for Joe Biden has almost aligned like a perfect storm for Joe Biden. And Joe Biden will be president of the United States because of Tecumseh curse. Now, many of you said President Trump didn't die in office. Damn it, he was sick. But I think the zero curse still stands for the simple fact that that party in power will not be there anymore. It will be a Democrat in the White House. And they will also gain the Senate and the House of Representatives. They will control all three branches of government. I want to thank you for listening to BLACKSITE. I hope you subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button and also share this video.